What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and the token recovery is here. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking about this event for months, almost even close up to the year that it took for the token recovery event to come out. So this is the second time that we've seen the token recovery event come out. However, now it's a little bit even more special because you can get some of the stars back. So some of the things I want to talk to you guys today is what I recommend you guys to do with the token recovery, okay, depending on where you're at, because I know some people that accidentally ended up doing a recovery for something that maybe they shouldn't have. Okay, so like what would be my top recommended token recoveries within the G2 or the G2s, G3s, G1s? As you guys can see here, it goes we're at G3 now, so it includes also G2 all the way over to G1. So I'll focus more on the G3 side. Now, the Leia is one of those heroes that I feel like if you have Gamora done, you can just get rid of her. Okay, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have to be careful with that, because I do predict in the future that there'll probably be 6 and 7 marches added to the game, probably in order of policies within like a season of strife, or I don't know, maybe they just do it permanently. So that is something to be cautious about. However, I do feel like if you have your Gamora done and you're already running your Thunderling with someone else, because Thunderling and Leia are just not it, right? You could get rid of your Thalea and put her elsewhere. Okay. Next up, Danfil Mongrel, for sure. I mean, look, I have 6 million infantry, and there's definitely several times in KVKs where I end up using Danfil Mongrel. So I think that they are also a really great two great options to just get rid of, to be honest. I'll be blatantly honest there. And then I'll say like which ones I recommend, right? Like so far I told you guys Thunderlin is a great one, right? I think for Mage Main, she's definitely up there in the token recovery event. So like I said, Danfil Magra are pretty, they're okay once you have like a really good pet, but individually as heroes, no, not really. Tobin is one of those heroes, cavalry heroes that not even Fluffy runs in his lineup. So he would be a pretty good one to get rid of if you were trying to go for someone else. For example, like Urag, right? So like if say in the past you decided to go Tobin, you're like, oh, he's that solo hero, he must be the best one. You could get rid of Tobin and just go Urag, right? Urag, in my opinion, out of this entire list, dang near, is probably the best one. I know that not everyone's a cavalry main, but even if you're not a cavalry main, I strongly recommend to have an Urag. Okay, Urag goes pretty good, especially like within the cavalry realm. Now Mag Zeta fall around 3rd right now within the archer supremacy, so probably 4th now that the G6 archers came out, which we're definitely going to be doing a video on that. So they are 4th in the list. If you're someone that's running 3 marches only currently because of your current like archer march, I would say keep Magze. I think they're really good. I'm kind of going through this whole list, keeping everybody in mind, not just one individual player. Like I said, however, they are probably 4th in the list now, so you can do what you want with that information. Next, we got Bert Tohar. Bert Tohar is one of those marches that a lot of people don't use nowadays, but if you have them very optimized, for example, Max Mirage Orb, good Sand Lizard, you got to have the Sand Lizard. The Shadow Phaedrake doesn't really do the trick anymore for this march. So Bertrand, Tohar, I think they fall around like 4th now. Yeah, they fall around 4th in the mage, and like kind of like in that mage tier list. Next up, we have Gorish Skogul here. So Gorish Skogul are only are an infantry march that I only use in dire need. So I've already went through my Jornella and I already went through my Kuma Kwan. So that's another one that you can get rid of there as well if it fits your needs, right? So for example, let's just say you did Gorsh Skogul because you're like, oh my god, my king told me that I need at least one solid infantry march, and I went for Gorsh Skogul instead of any of the other ones that I mentioned over here. It could be a good move. Next up, we got Mu Shang. Mu Shang, at least for mages, falls within like 4th or 5th. And I think that's probably like her best bet. I have ran her with my Archer account before. I have tried like Mu Kinara, Mu Nico, but she still falls like 4th place there. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you could do her, like I said, if you need any of my other like top recommended ones in this list, and then I'll go back through it again. Okay, don't worry. Right now I'm just giving you guys like the overview of it. Next we got Theodore Ferrando. Theodore is definitely top in the list here to get rid of because you could go with like a Ferrando Mu, for example. A Ferrando Mu is definitely way better than a Ferrando Theodore. So Theodore is definitely one of them that you could get rid of there. Next up, we got Sindrion Freygar. Sindrion Freygar, I would say out of both of these, I would say Sindrion for sure. As you can see, I already did him. I already did the token recovery exchange on him last time. So, no. Yeah, he definitely falls off. Sinjar and Freygar are like 5th in the Archer tier list right now. At like a 5 bomb, right? But I mean, they're still okay. But you could go with someone even better. Okay, next up we got Ballhorn Valen. Right, Valen's no longer in my list, but he's still pretty good. But he's he no longer starts for me, right? You could swap that for like a Thunderlin or something. He's right. So Ballhorn, on the other hand, I have ran him with my Saluna, but I love flying heroes, to be honest. I personally just like collecting flying heroes. That's just me though. Next up, we got Nico. No longer start him, even within my large Archer lineup. Bakshi, a lot of people replace Bakshi in their lineups. A lot of people are running like Emrys Lee. Right, you can also get rid of Nico. You can get rid of unless you're a tank main / Kraken that yeets out. Thea, still pretty good for mages, but no longer starts. But very, very versatile. Kinara, same thing with her. She's starting to fall off. A lot of these like lower tier ones here start falling off. So out of this entire list, ones that I would recommend to go for, okay? So I told you guys the ones that I feel like are pretty expendable and kind of like around the ranking that they fall in to kind of help you guys further optimize your accounts going forward with each and every one of these heroes. I've used every single one of these heroes, guys, to an insane extent. I promise you. Some of you guys know, but for those that don't know, I have been playing the game for over 3 years plus already. So I think the best heroes to go for, let's just say like, okay, you listen to my advice and what I told you based off the rankings and heroes that are a little bit more recoverable, I guess you can say, for this instance. I would say Thunderlin sits pretty high up there for the mage gang. I mean, right now she's around 4th, so she's still pretty good to be put up there. No, Urag definitely. Urag is definitely a great pickup for a lot of you guys, especially because I've been saying this for a very long time, right? Nea Urag is still my favorite go-to when it comes to cavalry. To be honest, like if I had one cavalry march to go for, I would still just do Nea Urag. Sure, Freya Agnar is probably the best one right now, to be honest, but Nea Urag is still up there, and on top of that, you can hunt with it, right? So definitely top of the tier. Magzay, not anymore. They're around like 4th place now, which is kind of crazy to think about, right, guys? I'm pretty old. Bertohar, 4th place. Gorsh Skogul, 4th place. Mu, you can do like a Mu for Rondo. That's definitely up there. And that's probably about it, to be honest. Those are probably the main ones. Those are probably the main ones that I think that are still really good. Emrys also really good. Like if you don't have a cavalry march, right? Emrys is still really good. I would say even on the lower side. Fragar is still pretty dang good. Yeah, I mean those are my recommendations there for you guys. If you guys have any more questions of which ones you feel like you could recover. Now, like I said, things to think about before you hit that recovery button, because as soon as you hit that recovery button, there's no going back. Like it is what it is. It probably gives you like a little warning of what you should probably do, but one of the things to think about, the main thing to think about in the back of your head is how much do I use this hero, okay, and where does it fall within like the merit ranking for my account. And honestly, if it's still part of your starting lineup, I wouldn't recommend to do it now, unless you were going for someone that I mentioned that was like, you know, worthy within this list to go for, in terms of like trying to level it up based off the other like expandable heroes that I've mentioned in this list. Sure. Sure. Or at the end of the day, you can also comment in this video and let me know, like, Guns, this is my situation. What do you think? And then I'll do my best to answer as many of you guys as possible in the comment section, because I know you guys are gonna have a lot of questions. So yeah, that's my recommendation in token recovery, guys. Honestly, this is an amazing event. It's helped out many of my accounts, even my main account, to get my Ballhorn going for my flying collection, I guess you can say. Am I personally gonna do any of these? Probably not. I'll be honest. Probably not. I think all my heroes are pretty much at where I want them to be. So I probably won't do anything with this to going forward. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my coverage on the token recovery. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Definitely helps me out a ton. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, hit that sub button. We're like 20 away from 10K. We're right there. Now we're really right there. So help us get there, right? Also, if you have any further questions, feel free to put it in the comment section, because, you know, maybe your question helps someone else that was too shy to put that comment in the comment section. So, you know, have a go. With that being said, guys, your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all. Enjoy the token recovery. Huge W. Peace.
Not